unfair to your career, this isn't fair. I'm a venereal disease, like a menstrual. Bleed through the pencil and leak on the sheet of the tablet in my mind. Cause I don't write shit, cause I ain't got time. Cause my seconds, minutes, hours go to the almighty dollar in the almighty power of that chopper. Sister, brother, son, daughter, father, motherfucker, copper. Got the Maserati dancing on the bridge. Pussy poppin', tell the coppers, ha 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 ha. You can't catch them, you can't stop them. I go by them goon rules. If you can't beat them, then you pop them. You can't man them, then you mop them. You can't stand them, then you drop them. You pop them, cause we pop them like Opal, Red, and Vodka. Motherfucker, I'm ill.
Old money. We got a whole lot of new money though.
You look like some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and up and so, girl, you know I don't do it. So pull up in a drop top, baby send an addy. Hit it from the back, cause I know you got a fatty, yeah. Sipping on some rock, fucking natty. Got me in her mouth, I'm a new favorite candy.
Oh, baby. It is your new favorite Thursday activity. What is going on, everybody? My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
I'm Walmart Mac Miller.
I'm Stone Bets.
Vsaaauce checking in.
Oh, we talked about
Hey, man.
Two brown
honestly,
guys too, right?
This is the first time that we've had all five of us together on the same screen. If you guys are followers of the channel, this is normally your afternoon Betspresso, but today we combined forces. We have the All Sauce team and afternoon Betspresso. So we got the Saucy Betspresso for you guys, baby. Let's get it. We appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with these four fine gentlemen and myself. This is brought to you by Betting News. Go to bettingnews.com. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing. Check it out. Thanks for following the channel. Give us a follow on Twitter at Your Betting News. And we are so stoked to have you guys join us today. Oh, we already got goats in chat. Let's fucking go.
The world's best Cardinals better. Shout out to the freak.
Lando, I heard you made some kids some coin on Nolan Gorman bases earlier today. Shout out, Lando.
It clutched up in the top of the ninth, baby. Let's go.
That's how it was supposed to go down the whole time. I bet you Landon even knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the script. He got the script as always. I got some love for Stone Bets and for V.
Oh no, that's
the other guy,
bro.
That's my fucking wife.
Shout out, Mrs. Sukh. Welcome to the program.
Hey,
Thanks for being here.
dude.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
We appreciate
be
it.
on your best behavior, brother.
She claims she knows more ball than me, bro.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, he has won our fantasy league. And I think me and Sukh are still looking for that first win.
Shit.
I can drop her the link. I can send her the link. She can come and hang. I don't know. I want to see. Have you turned her into a degenerate already?
Yeah, she's actually loves ball. It's crazy. She watches the show since I've been doing it too.
That's awesome.
hell yeah.
Love it.
That's fantastic, man. Well, thank you for joining. What's her name?
Kanika.
Kanika. Hello, Kanika. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you supporting Sukh and supporting the channel and hanging out with us. We hope that you find today entertaining and you don't sign off early. But guys, it's going to be an awesome kick-ass day. Honestly, we might end up doing this more moving forward throughout the summer. I mean, we're going to have to get into it in the dog days. So when we get to that point, we might have to have a Saucy Betspresso every single time of the week. And if you guys like it, we might have to do it. All right, so we got two massive games tonight, one on the ice, one on the hardwood, which is why we're here with everybody. The Dallas Stars are looking to not get swept by the Vegas Golden Knights. And then on the hardwood, the Boston Celtics are looking to stay alive once again in TD Garden at home. It's that time of year. The games mean so much more. We've got two massive games tonight. So Stars should be a good look, I bet.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it. We've all got plays in all the games. We're going to cook up a prize picks at the end. We're going to cook up a lotto. Stoney and I have been getting surgical together with our lottos over the last like 4 or 5 days. Been posting videos of them. Hope you guys have been checking those out. Shit ain't hitting, but
so close.
Shit's coming close though. Shit's coming close,
dude.
We're asking questions. We are asking
questions are being asked every single time.
We've been close.
All right. We've been getting close on the show too. God, it's been. I cannot wait to have one go through the fucking hoop. Literally, maybe. I feel like maybe with all the goat farm we have in front of us right now, maybe today's the day, or we full fade. We'll see what happens. All right, so all right, let's get into it. Let's play Smash or Pass for a little bit of fun to get us rocking and rolling, and we'll dive into these juicy matchups. So let's rock. All right, so it's funny. Before we got started, NZ went and grabbed a fruit by the foot, which I thought was incredibly fitting because today for Smash or Pass, I'm going to bring up 3 children's candies, but candies that can be enjoyed by all ages. And you guys are going to tell me, and also in chat, whether you would smash or pass on this particular candy. So let's get started with one that I don't know what you guys are going to say, so I think it'll be interesting to get us started. Gummy bears. Old Haribo gummy bears. Are you smashing or are you passing on the good old gummy bears?
I'm smashing. They even make those even more fun nowadays. I'm smashing.
If I'm getting them from Stoney, I'm definitely smashing.
Exactly.
I need my gummy bears to come from Stoney.
Bingo.
Yo, well, that's funny because I'm smashing, and this guy can tell you I just smashed bags of gummy bears in college. So yes, I love me some classic fruit gummies. Can't go wrong.
Stone Bear. That's what your new name is.
Right.
This is not on the list, but honorary mention Gushers. Fucking smashing.
Absolute smash.
Gushers. I did not include Orlando, so you're bet.
When I was little, I was scared of Gushers. Little fucking squirt. I'm gonna like that shit. I think it's because nobody fucking warned me the first time I had a Gusher, so it just literally fucking gushed. Wasn't a fan.
If any of you guys that have never watched the All Sauce team before, welcome to the beautiful life that is Sukh. Welcome to Sukh 101, baby. Yeah, I feel sus eating Gushers. That is. Sukh's wife's already turned it off.
It's over. It's over.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah,
last about 6 minutes.
This is also a good point. If you haven't checked this out, go read the Reddit story about the Haribo sugar-free gummies. I won't get too far into it so we don't waste too much time, but it's a great read. Go give that a read. Also, hello, Chef Reed.
Yes.
Yeah, facts. All right, moving on before we get into any more wild action. Numero dos. Jolly Ranchers. Are we smashing or are we passing on the good old Jolly Ranchers?
That's a pass.
Pass. Yeah.
Pass.
Wow.
Too hard.
Don't get me wrong, I'll eat them. Like if it's the only thing available, but like, nah.
No one's
your
reaching
your
for
wife's,
Jolly Ranchers.
She's still here. She's hanging out. We're good. Smash. Austin smashing. Austin, also, just to let you know, brother, I'm in the process of getting your shirt sent out to you. So you know. So appreciate you. And real quick, actually, on that same note, if you guys tune in on Saturday, which is not tomorrow, Betspresso on Saturday, we are doing a giveaway of a exclusive Betspresso shirt. So be sure to stop by on Saturday and get involved with that action. I don't have a picture of it yet. I'll bring it up. I'll post it. We'll be seeing. I'm passing on Jolly Ranchers. Not a big fan. They get stuck in your teeth. Not my thought. You know what is good though? Put some Jolly Ranchers in a bottle and then put vodka in it and let them sit and then drink the vodka. I'll smash on that.
That I've done.
Give me that all day long and twice on Sundays. Let's go. They see Saucy Betspresso, baby. You never know what's going to happen. All right, last one. Taste the rainbow. We smashing or we passing on some Skittles?
Absolute smash.
Smash.
I prefer the sour Skittles, but yeah, I'd smash.
Me too. Dude, sour Skittles are what's up.
Word.
If you're a fan of Marshawn Lynch, you have to like Skittles. Have to.
Dude,
That's funny.
Marshawn Lynch is probably one of my favorite professional athletes of all time. Fucking love that guy. That's another conversation. All right, real quick before we move on, because we got time to talk about these games. If you had to pick one athlete to like go play a round of golf with, or go out and like hang out with, or do a recreational activity or whatever, one athlete, who would you choose? Alive or dead?
Alive or dead too? Sheesh.
Alive or dead? Alive or dead? Just
made it even bigger.
Fields.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Jerome McGinley, just for what he means to our city, and like how much that was like at the time that everyone got into hockey when we were kids, and he's just honestly such a monster. And I think he gets forgotten a little bit because he spent so much time in Calgary, and then the Bruins run didn't go the way it should have. So I just would love to talk about him.
Why has Sukh not been on Puckett? Like, why have you not been on Puckett? Like, I love that.
We just got Sukh into the degeneracy, brother. He's gonna be hanging out with us.
Oh man,
we're good.
Love that.
Sukh's a big hockey guy, but degeneracy is new to him, so he's kind of taking his time delving into all of these different sports.
That's my answer right there.
Oh, that's a good answer.
I'm with Austin. Kobe.
I think I'd go with Jason Tatum, as corny as that sounds, but just because we're like close in age, might get all fucked up on the courses, have some fun with it.
Tatum
That's
would
my
not be
favorite
fun,
athlete.
bro. Like bring fucking Deuce with him and shit. You'd be babysitting.
First of all,
duties.
Honestly, if Deuce comes, I'm even more down for that. Deuce is hilarious. Celtics in 7. I need to sign just like Deuce.
All right, B. Can we make a deal on the show? If the Celtics go to 7 games, I want you to recreate that picture.
Oh, I will.
I mean, mask down and all. Like, I want the whole recreation.
100%. I will literally be that. I will even I'm so down. Celtics in 7.
We can shake.
It's not gonna happen, but
it's happening, NZ. I'm sorry if you're
Come on.
I'm sorry if you're on the Heat tonight, NZ.
We'll talk about it in a little bit. Mine would be I just had it in my head and I forgot who it was. Oh, all right, I got 2. Mine would be Thierry Henry, soccer player. He used to play for Arsenal, a legend. Just looks like the most fun of all time. So Thierry Henry, and then LeBron James. I love LeBron. I think LeBron would be I don't know how much fun I'd have with LeBron. I feel like he can be fun, but dude, this is a good answer.
I mean, he definitely
is.
That's a great answer.
Bottles of vino,
Touche.
Oh yeah.
John Daly showing up with 120 beers, and then that's just for the first 6
fuck your liver up.
That 12-pack of cigars.
Yep.
And that's just for the first 9.
Yeah. Get more at the turn.
You guys seen, there's a portion of a podcast that he was on where he was getting interviewed about Tiger, and Tiger was going and he was having to hit practice rounds, and they were at like some tournament getting ready, and Daly and the other guys were just getting smashed in the clubhouse. And Daly was like, Tiger, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just hitting shots. And like, and the next day, I think Daly like wiped the course with him. Like, he just ruined him. And he was like probably literally sweating vodka. And it's a good one. It's a good story.
Smasher has the way he dresses.
Smash,
brother. Let's go.
Smash.
He rocks it.
Crazy style.
I'd play a round of golf with Mahomes. Chalky. But I'd go out with Josh Gordon for sure.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love how you called your Mahomes pick chalky.
Yeah, I mean, Stoney's saying Mahomes minus 500.
Yeah,
green check marks.
That's great.
He's a cool dude. Like Vsaaauce was saying, we're the same in age,
All right.
He's gonna bring his brother. You got to deal with that.
No, he's not gonna bring his brother.
This is like Deuce coming.
He's occupied.
Yeah, he's actually probably on house arrest.
Yeah.
Is this a story, Stone?
Who's Josh?
Stoney, you linked with the
Josh yeah. Sorry, Josh Gordon. I might be the reason. No comment.
I love it when Chan Daddy tunes in because we get all the Stoney shade. It's great.
You really do, bro.
He's like hanging out with Josh.
Hey, man, these are just regular
gummies. These are just regular gummies. Just have a few.
Stoney's gummy bears costing him millions.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Oh God. Word. All right. Well, keep dropping your favorite candies. Keep dropping your any favorite athlete that you'd like to go shoot the shit with, shoot balls and drink some beers with. Fun can be had all the time. All right. Let's get to the nitty gritty. So we got these two games. Let's talk about the hockey first, because we'll talk a little bit about the hockey game. I think because we probably have a tiny bit more to say about the basketball, so we'll get into that afterwards. So we got the Stars and the Golden Knights. They're basically a pick 'em. Stoney, I know you wrote about this game on Betting News. If you want to go peep, the Stoney scribbles, go give it a read on bettingnews.com. Over under is 5.5, a little bit more juiced to the under. I mean, do we see two sweeps? Is that what's about to happen? Are we literally about to see two sweeps? Stoney, I'll let you kind of dive in first, brother, since you wrote about it. What's your thoughts on this one, man?
Yeah, it's funny. So I actually had the Hurricanes to win in 7 games, and they got swept. And I had the Stars to win in 7 games, and they are going to get swept tonight. I actually have the Vegas Golden Knights on the reverse puck line, -1.5 at +245. I think this Stars team is just down and out. They've dug themselves a hole. No Jamie Benn, no captain, obviously affecting the locker room. This Vegas Golden Knights team is just star-studded, playing great hockey. I think they finish it off tonight in dominant fashion.
Well said, my friend. Well said. I couldn't agree more.
I'm not a hockey guy, but I do think this Vegas Golden Knights team is something to be like fucked with. I think it's going to be a fun-ass Stanley Cup Finals with these two high-quality offenses going at it with each other. Like we saw the Panthers, they almost didn't make the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
like the
you guys see that
Blackhawks
when I
didn't
posted
win on the
today?
last day of the season.
Yep, it's crazy. It's crazy how one game has depicted the whole future of the end of the season.
It was the Blackhawks.
Literal Blackhawks, the worst team in the league, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
crazy. But I found a play here for you, SPJ.
Ooh, yes. Last time you said this, it was surgical as fuck. What was it the other day?
It was Derek White for 2 blocks.
Derek White 2 blocks. And I threw it in our lotto today, brother.
These two guys looked at me like I had 25 heads. They were like,
clip, bro. I saw that. All of a sudden, you just see both their heads go.
Oh man, that was great.
I did say
doubted.
Caveat. I literally said, I was like, clip this when it smacks, and you did. So
and you did.
Well done.
You did tell me to do it again too when I texted him. He was like, you have to clip that, right? And I'm like, oh yeah. But so to kind of go along with these guys and the way they're playing and who they have, who did they get? But they have Jack Eichel, who has been playing very well, and he's been playing more as a key player, like a role player. I mean, he's got 5 assists in his last 4 games. He's hit his last 2 back-to-back, and he's hit his last 7 out of 10, which are all playoff games going back to the last game against the Jets. Plus 118, I'll take that all day. For 1 assist, I'll take that all day. I think they put a few in the net today, and I don't see how he's not involved in one way, shape, or form. He needs to make a statement. This is a career moment for him. I mean, this is his first chance in a tasting of the cup, getting close. So I think they're going to want to. They want to go home, but not to play more hockey against them. So let's see what happens.
I think that this could be his opportunity to finally make the step towards being close to McDavid. I mean, it's not going to happen, but this would be the stepping stone in the direction of that to get close to what McDavid, is and will be. I also have a play in this game. I have 2 actually that I like a lot. The first one is Aiden Hill over 28.5 saves. It's kind of just like an auto bet at this point. I like the value that you're getting over 28.5 for -120. I didn't make a graphic for this one. I did for the other one. Over 28.5 -120. I mean, he's had 33 plus in 2 of the 3 games in this series, and also this game in Dallas tonight. Dallas is going to be ripping puck on net all night long. I mean, whether or not they hit him and he actually gets counted for the saves, that's another ball game. But I mean, they're going to be shooting. They're going to be going crazy. The 33 plus is plus 280. And if you follow me and Stone Bets on Twitter, you know that we put it in our lotto today. He had 33 in game 1 and game 3. I think game 1 went to overtime. So there's an in-reg type of situation, but the over 28.5 is a fine play. Like I said, Stars desperation mode, say less. And then the other one, this one's super, like, I'm I'm surprised that they set the line at plus money. It's not at plus money anymore. The other one that I have is Wyatt Johnston over 2.5 SOGs. I got it at plus 125 when I woke up this morning, and it has plummeted. I think it's like minus 110 now for over 2.5. The 4+ was ridiculous value. It was like plus 220. It's like plus 180 now. He's had 4+ SOGs in his last 4 games. Again, desperation mode for Dallas. They have to win this game. He is become a major part of this offense. The only thing that kind of scares me about this is that there is no volume with him. He's literally like last game he had 4 shots. They all hit the net. So it was like 4 for 4. We've talked about it with guys with shooters. Like volume is what you're looking for, especially on consistent basis. So he doesn't have it long term, but he's hitting the net right now, and they need him to. I think that continues tonight. Desperation mode over 2.5 for plus money was just too good to pass up. Yeah, that's another good point. That's a really good point. If you guys, I don't know how you can play it. I mean, it was at 2 on Prize Picks. Like, come on. It's just one of those plays. And I like the narrative aspect of it too. Like, they got to win. They have to win. I also like Sagan. We talked about Sagan on Puckett the other day. He just got over the line at the end, but what did he had like 8 attempts, I think. He had 8 shots. Only 3 of them hit the net. Yeah, he had 8. I'm almost positive.
Was it 8? Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he had
11.
8.
8 misses.
Oh, shit.
It's 3 on target and 8 misses.
All right, 8 misses. I looked at the 8 misses. I was looking at the negatives, not the positives. He had 11 as like shots in general. So he just needs to like get his eyes checked and like hit the net maybe. Again, desperation mode, 2.5. That's not an official play, but those are the ones that I was kind of looking at in this game specifically. When we get to the cooking portion, we can talk a little bit more about some other stuff. Did either one of you guys get in the hockey lab? I wouldn't be surprised. Both you boys know how to dive into the hockey lab.
I was honestly about to ask you about Wyatt Johnson. That's a guy that I was kind of looking at just because he's been like an absolute wagon. And then I was looking at Jonathan. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Marchessault.
Marchessault.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're a terrible fucking Canadian.
First of all,
That's why you're on the island. We fucking deported you somewhere safe.
but that guy to record a point at minus 130. I feel like, again, if Vegas does want to put them home, he's usually at the center of most of what this Vegas team does. I've taken it a few times over the season. Probably the only thing, him and Wyatt, that I was looking at in this hockey game. Only so few sports on. I've been trying to get a little surgical.
So you know what, V? I'll settle with you, brother. When we get to the PP portion, guess what square they have?
Whoa, hey, yo.
Oh, I like that.
They have a Marchessault Johnston over 5.5 square.
Oh, beautiful.
It might have to just be in there, brothers. It just might have to be in there. I went for the Johnston by himself look, but I looked at it and I was like, there's no way both of these guys aren't getting 6 SOGs. I did to Chuck and Aho yesterday. That shit was free as air. And so I'm with you 100%. Marchessault, indeed.
Dude,
I'm not fucking with you for being a bad Canadian, but that's so good. So good.
I'm not going to try to pronounce his name again.
Do it. You have to. Hang on.
Jonathan March. I'm over it. I'm done.
Or after post-work shit. After.
Always after.
Always.
Landon, come on now.
You get paid to poop. Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking
Come on,
shit
man.
at home, man. I can't do that shit. Fucking clock out early and run home. Fuck. I left uni once because I had to take a shit.
You gotta do like
Once.
You gotta do like to clench your cheeks. Enzi always sends in our group chat. Enzi always sends the meme of Kramer walking down the street where he's like his like ass really hurts and he's like moving like that. He sends it for different reasons, but yeah, he sent it for different reasons. But that's the reason why. That's what I can imagine you trying to run home to take a shit. That's your walk.
That's fucked up because my wife says I move around like Kramer when I spaz out. So that's not good.
Yeah, we need confirmation. Is that true? If she's still here, is that true?
She's probably driving home from work at this point.
Oh, okay.
Also, she was
she's
watching
driving
us on
home.
company time. I love that.
Yeah,
she's driving home to take a shit. Look, that's what she's doing.
That's a fucking long drive. God bless.
Oh god. Oh my god. You guys see, we talked about this. This is the vibe of this show. You come for the winners, but you stay for the vibes. And we are
too much
vibing
fun
today.
Too much
Vibing
fun.
today. All right, before we move on to the basketball, does anyone have any other plays they want to talk about in this game?
Are we
Not
all
on the ice.
Knights? We all on the Knights?
I was just
Squad
about to
ride?
ask. What's yeah, should we squad ride the Knights?
I
So
mean, fuck
Stars
yeah.
winning by 2? Facts. Let's go. Every time. I mean, I like VGK to get. I see the NHL is a little bit more okay with selling their fucking millions of dollars in money. I think the NBA really wanted to have some more games, which is why I like the Heat to not win
That's
last
because
game.
it's rigged.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, is Chase Breedlove on the Knights with us? Where's Chase? You know that Chase is not coming out of a hole until this series
Poor
is over.
Chase.
He's
Bro.
already given up, though. He's already said the season's over.
They're just gonna just play the over. Then they're just gonna keep pulling the goalie. We literally
Not
were talking
wrong.
about this on Puckett, and we literally like, oh yeah, Stars should be a good bet. 4-0 into the first period. Great.
Bro, I saw Fruity's tweet. He had like all these props and everything like that. He's like, I go inside to pick up my dinner, walk back out, Ben's ejected, Stars down 3-0, and their goalie was pulled.
And Audie got pulled.
Audie was pulled.
Audie's
That's a lot to
saves was
ask
also
that
the
quick.
taco.
Yep.
Audie's saves was the taco, and it
Never
was
fails.
we were looking at it. And it was like, there's no way this misses unless he gets pulled. Fucking god
And
dang.
he's, oh my god.
Never.
What was the
Wow,
number they
this
had
is
for the
interesting.
taco?
It was like 21.5 or 22.5 or something. Should have hit in the second period.
I wish I could bet cool shit like that, but I can't.
That's fascinating. That would be a really good lotto play if you can throw that in.
Picklets, what?
Also, shout
What
out
is that on?
Spit and Picklets. What's up, buddy? Glad friend of the
bro?
program. Appreciate you
What's up,
being in her. All right, let's move on. So we're all on the Knights, and as Landon said, we know how that goes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
you know how that goes.
Come on, Lando. Lando, come on. Nolan Gorman. Just remember, there's always hope.
Bottom of the ninth, Jonathan Marchessault in overtime. Bang!
Bang!
Hey, he did it once already.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time to talk hoops. Time to talk hoops. We don't have to pronounce these names.
Tatum's only 2 syllables. You got it.
Tatum.
Like
Tatum.
He texted me like 6 weeks ago, being like, "Brother, I got this awesome guy. He's my friend. We talk hoops all the time. You want him to come on the show?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool. Sounds good." Brought Sukh on. It was great. Had a good time. A couple weeks later, bring him back on. Now he's obviously part of the All-Sauce team every Friday. And now I think you're regretting your decisions, aren't you?
Now I'm regretting a lot. Heavily.
Oh man, good shit. All right, well let's talk about this. Let's talk about this basketball game. TD Garden tonight. It's gonna be a show, boys and girls. We got I can't click the buttons. There we go. Celtics minus 8.5. Still don't get it. Versus the Heat. Over under is 216.5. In Boston tonight. Heat moved to 8.
Moved to 8. Nothing crazy, but it did move.
I can see a lot of people on Miami tonight, especially at plus 8.5 with a chance to clinch. Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. 80% of bets are on the Heat plus 8, and just 60% of the handle. So the handle's kind of like only 20% of the bets are on Celtics minus 8, but 41% of the money. So do with that information what you want.
That's interesting.
So I have a really hard time. Yeah, see, she's still here.
I'm about to ban her right now.
Oh shit! We just double clicked.
I'm about to ban her right now.
That's how you know she's a fucking degenerate.
Dude, I looked at it earlier,
bro,
and I'm like,
all right,
it's just half a 3. It's just one.
Here's the deal: when we get to the lotto portion of the show, you have an auto entry. Whatever you say is going in because you obviously know ball. Oh boy. But I kind of agree with her sentiment. I mean, all right, so I'm with you guys. I'm now an honorary Celtics fan because of these two gents down here. They ain't losing tonight. I really, 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 really do not think they're losing tonight. But 8.5 is a lot of points for the way Jimmy Butler's playing basketball right now, man.
Yep.
I wrote about this game for Betting News. You can go read the entire all the scribbles, all my thoughts. I got a little in depth in this one. This one was a little bit longer, took me some time, so go give it a read. But But this is my theory about this game. They lose, and this goes back to Miami. All the pressure swings to Miami. All of it goes to Miami, because if they go to Miami and the Celtics get the job done, oh boy, they do not want. I know you fucking hate Stephen A. Smith, dude, but I saw a video of him talking about this earlier, saying that pretty much the same sentiment of like, if they lose this game and then we go to Miami and the Celtics win that game, holy shit. And I agree. I mean, I think that this is very much also, I think that Jason Tatum can further silence his haters, and further solidify how awesome of a player he is if he puts up a big game tonight and sends this to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he sends it to 7. I mean, shit, if they end up winning the series, then we're having a whole separate conversation. But, I mean, I think
the most important thing is keeping Jimmy's 2 feet out of the paint. When he's downhill or posting up, once he gets those 2 feet in the paint, he's kicking out to shooters. And I think if we just keep him off balance like we did last game, I don't think a lot of people thought, oh, Jimmy just had a bad game. We're finally keeping him out of his spots. That close range pull-up jumper over the shorter guy, those 2 feet in the paint, kick out to the corners. Celtics have to take that away again tonight if they want to win. And honestly, if you think the Celtics are going to win, I think the over might be a play. It's a little high, but the only way the Celtics win is if they're playing that free-flowing offense where they're getting those transition threes. I think Brogdon plus 15 points was like plus 400 or some shit. So if I would like to see a bounce back game from him. I know he's looked horrible, but if you like money, there's potential.
Did you hear the reports about
we're all
him? He's
here.
been playing injured.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
His
Yeah,
forearm,
I'm not exactly sure about the degree of the injury, but it looked like that makes more sense with the way that he's been playing in this series versus like the first 2.
He's shooting short on everything, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What about that JB injury? I heard people were saying that he got hurt in the first game, hurt his elbow, and he's been kind of shooting it like it as well.
Yeah, he got that hyperextended for sure. But if he's out there, I like it. Honestly, I almost took his 3s last game.
Dude, his line is 22.5 today. Like, that's super low for a dude that averaged 27 points. I know he's been bad, but how long does he stay this? He shot 44% last game, which isn't bad, to be honest. 44%.
Sometimes teams are due for a blowout, and honestly, the Heat have come all the way from the play-in. They might be due for one. I don't know. Jimmy's always so cool. He said after last game, they're going to go in the back. They're going to have some beers, have some wine, and chill out and play the next game. I don't know. I like the Celtics. Vern has converted me.
He was always a Celtics fan. That's the funniest part.
I just fucking hated this fucking bozo-ass team.
He was off him, and now he's back on him.
Back on the wagon.
So this is an interesting point because I was texting with V and in the group chat about, I mean, Jaylen Brown looked like he forgot what a fucking basketball even was the last 6 quarters of basketball. The guy, poor shot selection, chucking up random threes. It doesn't look interested. And it's one of those situations where back at home, nobody's going to be taking his fucking points. I saw people taking his under last game.
Oh, shit.
Do we dabble in a Jaylen Brown bounce back? That would be so gross, dude. But like I could see it. Gross. Like you said, that would be nasty. That's like some contrarian stuff that I don't really like to dabble in. But
I've done grosser shit. Let's go.
And he's not even talking about betting. That's the funniest part.
There's 7 minutes of OT to watch betting news. Let's go. I don't know. I mean, I think
bold statement. She's taking Batman over JT there with that. I don't know, man. Batman's been MIA. I don't know.
Tatum hater.
See this. Sometimes you got to zig when everyone zags, brother. I took that from our friend Spit and Picklets. If he's still in here, he might have dipped because we're talking about basketball now. But he came on the show on Puckett and said, sometimes you got to zig when others zag, and like
it's true.
Every once in a while. Inzi, I know you have a play in this game because you've been hot with the round balls, brother, and you're with all the round ball people now. So
it's interesting. I'm kind of more excited for the basketball game than I am for the hockey game.
We've converted you. Let's go.
Which is weird, but all right. So the 2 plays that I had was Caleb Martin for 15 plus points. And I know that was like the most bet on prop last game out of everything. I don't know if it is or not, but it's banged the last 4 games straight. I've been taking his threes. It's really juiced finally. I think I had over 1.5, like minus 111 the other day, and now it's minus 150. So I played the 3+. I think it was like.
If you get it on Caesars, it's minus 142 on Caesars.
Ah, there you go. I think I didn't even, I didn't even check Bet Rivers. It's just the other book I normally use. But his 3+, I think, was like 190. Was it plus 190? I think last time it was plus 210. So it's still a really good value there. Now the other pick is Derek White over 2.5 threes. I mean, they're both automatic picks. I feel like you got to ride the wagon until the wheels fall off. I mean, he's had 3 in his last 4 games straight. Excuse me. The 2 of them as a 2-teamer, though, for their regular lines. White is actually like plus 124 for his regular line. Martin is like the minus 150 for the 2 for plus 263 2-teamer, though. I mean, 1 unit pays just about 2.5. So that's what I'm riding with there. I like that.
Just to let you guys know, I'm also on Caleb Martin 3s over 1.5. I also like the 3+. I actually got it at plus 230, I believe, was the line. Plus 220.
Yeah, it was
somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
It was hovering. I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below. Stoney, do you have an individual play in this game?
Yes, but it is kind of a lotto piece in itself.
I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It
is Mr. Marcus Smart to get a double-double at plus 850 on DraftKings. He had a double-double in game 1, 13 points and 11 assists. In game 3, he flirted with a triple-double. He had 8 points, 9 boards, and 8 assists. He's a glue guy for the Celtics. The Celtics backs against the wall. Everybody needs to step up. I could see him doing this. This was plus 1,200 in game 1 when it hit. In 2 games against Miami this year in the regular season, he had 10 points and 9 assists on November 30th, and he had 18 points and 9 assists versus Miami on December 2nd. So he's familiar with padding the stats against this Miami Heat team. In this situation, I really like him to get a lot of stats for us tonight.
Back against the wall too.
Mm-hmm. So plus 850, why not?
2 points here. First of all, I know Sandy is on his RA, which has been a Wagonian. That might be a nice price fix piece when we get to that portion. But we rode Smart last game, and he didn't need to have his 8 assists because they were blowing him out pretty much at that point. I like this dude. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I like both ends these bets. I was telling Vern the other day, I think Caleb Martin probably thinks he's better than Jaylen Brown at this point in time. He's walking around like that. So I like that bet. The White 3s, I think we need him to be taking transition 3s to win. So I like that too. And with Stoney's double-double, I mean, fucking, like I always say, if you like money, fucking, it's in the air right there. Yeah. What do you think, Vern?
I like it too, especially Stoney's double-double bet. Like, Celtics were, after game one was not so bad. You know what I mean? Celtics played well. They were kind of surprised that they lost. And game 2 really kind of hurt, But then I know that they believed they were going to go into Miami and win game 3, and then they got their doors blown the fuck off, right? Tatum shot terribly. JB shot terribly. The entire team just didn't show up. You know what I mean? I think they came in with like too much excitement and a little bit too much swagger, thinking they were going to win that game, They needed to have their backs against the wall in this kind of situation, and we saw it. We saw last game. Once they started hitting shots, the Celtics kind of find their that swagger back, and not in a toxic way, in the way that it's like they're not playing. You saw Marcus Smart yelling at guys in game 3, like cussing them. It's like, oh, we beat you last year. Like, who the fuck cares about last year, right? We need wins this year, right? Like, they were in their heads fully, and that's what Jimmy does. And if Jimmy has this entire Heat team playing like Jimmy does. You're in your opponent's head. You're playing loudly. You're playing aggressively, and you're playing hard. A lot of Brogdon. He's not used to seeing this kind of contact in a playoff series. This Celtics team, they played Miami, I think 3 or 4 now seasons in a row during the postseason. But this is Brogdon's first encounter with them. So I can see why he's been struggling a little bit. But I think that Marcus Smart is going to have one of those games where he flirts with a double-double, maybe a triple-double to kind of bring these guys together and
especially in the playoffs, you just see adjustment after adjustment, and sometimes it swings back. So like Stoney was saying, it could swing back to game one where Marcus is just in the position to make play after play after play because they're trying to bottle up the two Jays, right? And also, I liked the Celtics' response last game. And honestly, our Batman Grant is one corny motherfucker, but I'm glad he came out, hit a couple of good threes for us. It showed that he's not going to get into the narrative. He's going to just play ball. I love that response from him.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys about this because I texted Stoney and I were texting earlier, and I sent him one of my my possibilities for a lotto, and it had Grant Williams 3+3s in it because it was like plus 340. And he texted me back and said, "So why Grant Williams?" And I was like, "Well, last game. I mean, obviously you didn't play the first. Was it game 1 or game 2? I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, he didn't play game 1.
Game 1, yeah.
Game
I think
1.
not much in game 2 either.
But then last 2 in Miami, like, returned, and as you just said, reminded people why he's in this lineup. And I feel like tonight they're going to be using him a lot again. 2+, I mean, over 1.5 is plus money for his threes. Not a bad look there if you want to go that route. I like the 3+ because I'm that kind of guy. For plus 340, he hit 4 last game. He's hit 3+ in 3 of his last 5 games versus the Heat. I mean, we're dating back to earlier this season and last season as well. But you know,
I think Al Horford over 10 points is plus money too.
Yeah, he may have like found his stroke back a little bit after that last game. I think he went 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, like a place where he does most of his scoring.
I still cringe when he shoots. Fuck. Yeah,
we talked about 3+3s for Horford in our lotto on when was it? When was it, guys? On Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, and we said, nah, it's not happening. Of course, first fucking quarter. Just splash.
Yeah. The reason I love Grant too is because they're gonna need him on the floor. You know, he is a big man that can switch on to Bam and play down low if you need him to. But he's also that guy. Like, I'm not saying he's the best defender at guarding guards or he has any chance to get Jimmy, but he does a better job than you'll see other big men do. Like, you see Rob Williams come out there and like he's a good defender and you can switch him 1 through 5, but you put him up against that guy like Jimmy Butler, he's on an island. It just is what it is. He's on an island. He's not quick enough. The lateral movement isn't there. And the best thing about Grant that I love the most is he doesn't jump. He doesn't leave his feet when he's defending. Everybody else on the Celtics team thinks they're going to get a highlight block every fucking possession, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Rob Will is that kid in high school that doesn't fucking know he just had a 6-inch growth spurt. And he's fucking tripping over his own feet, and he doesn't know where the fucking rim is. I feel bad for him, man. He's got to watch some game film or something.
He's got the skill set, but he needs to up the IQ a little bit.
Oh, it could be the hair. Reggie Bullock literally said that he fucking cut his hair and his percentages went up, and he got back into the starting lineup.
Hey, Rob Williams is shooting like 76% from the field. He's another guy actually was looking at his point line at 6.5. Super low. He shoots 76%. And the thing is when he plays 20 minutes, even just 20 minutes, his hit rate is pretty insane. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, in his last 30 games, he's hit this line in 70% of his games, just playing 20 or more minutes.
That's sick.
Should play 20 or more tonight.
Yeah, they need him off the bench, like especially when Horford comes off the floor. Like, Grant Williams is great, but Rob Williams' presence inside is something you need. And also, again, if they do switch to the zone, I was tweeting about it in the game during Game 4. I would love to see Missoula counter that with Rob Williams in the middle. We saw it work, I think, to the tune of like 8 or 9 quick points in Game 2. I would love to see that again when the Heat decide to move to their zone defense.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, all right, real quick, because this is what I think we should do. We should cook a lotto from this game. Let's not even touch the hockey game. I feel like none of us actually have. I mean, I got other stuff, but I feel like let's just go to this game. We all have plays in this that we like. Yeah, right. Facts. Fucking facts. Let's do that. But real quick before we do that, and then we'll cook a prize picks because I feel like we can actually find some really nice stuff in the PP squares. Before we do, are the Celtics winning tonight? Everybody?
Yep.
Yeah. Me?
Yeah, now you're good.
Say it with the chest.
No.
What?
The Celtics win, man. Let's go.
NZ's on the Heat.
I've been shaking my head the whole time. That's why I thought Sukh was like, well, if you're going to shake your head, you better speak up, son. So I was like, no.
I thought he lagged out. I could not hear what he was saying. And NZ, respectfully, I hope that shit does not hit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do you think it's a close one, NZ, or you think that the Heat just handle business and it's another 15-20 here?
I definitely think that the 8 points is too much. I put my money on the 8 points, like you guys were saying. I definitely think it's going to be a close game. But Jimmy is just Jimmy, man. I mean, if he comes out with that fire in his eyes, it's just no stopping him. I mean, if he puts up 30 points and these guys around him hitting their threes, I mean, if they can contain JT and JB, which they have, I was surprised they lost the last game. I mean, they lost the last game too. There was no competition there. They weren't really in the game at all at any point. So could be the same again.
They were laughing on the bench, like they were cool and collected.
Oh yeah,
not like they were worried.
I'm so tired of that fucking narrative. Jimmy laughing after like a loss. Like, so what, dude? You're up 3-0.
Jimmy is scary, bro.
Laugh. Bro, but of course you're gonna laugh. You're up 3-1 still in the series. What do you not have to laugh about? Like, it's not like they were in a tense situation. Everybody just thinks he's gonna come out it's different when they lost to the Knicks in game 2 or 3. You know what I mean? It's different when they lost to the Bucks in game 2. They're up 3-1. Of course he's fucking laughing. Of course.
I mean, I'd love for the Celtics to win, but Jimmy Butler is the fucking monster under your bed, bro. That is fucking scary.
I mean, and not for nothing, but he's the type of guy who, like, Tobias Harris over me. He's gonna want to go into the garden and be like, oh, you guys thought you were beating me, sort of thing.
What do you guys think about the Gabe Vincent? Like, he's not playing today.
Him being out.
That hurts him.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like. That's why I like Caleb Martin even more. Because there's going to be even more opportunities. I mean, he's already been doing what he's been doing with 30+ minutes and scoring like crazy. But now, Gabe Vincent, he's going to have to produce. I think it's going to be tough for them. He's been a really reliable producer for them, especially in this series. Yeah, Duncan Robinson, sneaky. He's not a friend of the program.
Yeah, he's not. But he took the thoughts out of my head. It gives they have a lot of good shooters. It gives him now the chance to get some more looks.
Do we dare go back to that bozo after we felt so good about him last game and he played 6 minutes?
I think Spo tightens up the lineups again today and the rotation just because he wants to win this game. Like, he doesn't want to go back to Miami.
Yeah. I think only 7 guys are going to see real minutes.
I mean, I agree with your misses. I really do. I mean, repeat Al Horford timeout. How do
you put somebody in a timeout? I need to know right now. I need to put Kanika in a timeout.
Would you like me to go get my kid? I can gladly show you now. She's too young.
All right, let's cook. Let's do our lotto first. So drop your favorite lotto plays in chat. If you guys have something that you like, please throw it in here. And we want to know what you guys are thinking. I can see some legs that we've already talked about that can be in this bad boy.
Is nobody talking about Jason Tatum today? Nobody's on that?
I like his points. I mean, I like it. It's weird because his 35 plus has been plus 200 like the last 4 games. I know because I've fucking taken it. And today it's plus 185.
There's been this big narrative about him not playing well, but he's been playing extremely well. He's averaging 30 points in elimination games over the last 2 seasons, 27 points per game in elimination games in his entire career. He has 6, 30, 10, and 5 games as a in the playoffs, which is tied or second to LeBron James only.
He also he's had I'm sure you guys know this, I'm sure, as Celtics fans, but he's the only other Celtic besides Larry Bird who's had 8 plus 30-point games in the playoffs.
Okay. I believe it. I mean, he's that caliber player. He most definitely is. I mean, I could see him dropping 40. He needs to keep the team in it, especially if JB's not shooting well.
Caleb Martin plus 490 for 20 plus on FanDuel.
Yeah.
I think either what happens today is all the Heat do go off, Celtics don't show up at all, or we see some regression from guys like Caleb Martin and dudes that have just been shooting like an insane percentage from 3. Like Gabe Vincent has been absolute cash money. Like, you know what I mean? Regression's gonna hit at some point. Like, it has to. It's the law of percentages. I don't understand how you can keep shooting above 50% from 3.
Did Martin even miss a shot last game? He was like 6, 7 of 7. I mean, he missed like only 1 or 2 shots overall too, which was crazy.
Yeah, I know he started 4 of 4 because I was fucking losing it.
Yeah. he started good. He didn't get that third three for me, but he did pretty good.
This is interesting. So Duncan also shout out Austin for these nuggies. Duncan Robinson 3+3 is +141, but his over 8.5 is -113.
That's strange.
Well, 2 threes and 2 buckets incoming. That's how that's going.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So where do we want to start? All right. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. In chat, drop your favorite play that someone's either talked about or your favorite play, like a lotto piece, somebody going nuts, right? What I want to do is all of us talk about another play that somebody else talked about or something that got discussed on the show that we like is like a piece. I'll go first. I really like Stoney's smarts. I don't know about the double-double, but the 8+ sounds very cheeky. What is the 8+?
8+ assists.
I mean, we can't do the double-double in a
in a same game.
I mean,
we don't need to do 10 for a lotto.
We said we don't, or we
What about the over?
No, 8. I'm sure 8 will be plenty because the line's at 6.5 for plus money.
Oh yeah, it'll be a +200-ish, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Also, thanks, Stoney. Yeah, Price6 brother, go follow my new Twitter, please and thank you. At
Plus 230. 8+ assists, +230.
+230. What do you guys think? Should we start there?
Down.
I think my stuff's lagging a lot. So if I'm a little bit delayed, please forgive me.
You're good. I can hear you. Can you guys hear him okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
SPG goes in and out for me.
Yeah, every second.
Couple times.
Yeah. You think Jesus would be able to reach his followers better?
You think so?
Elon steps in the way, though.
Right.
Vsaaauce not talking about his computer. Lowry over 4.5 assists.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to click the one above this. Yeah. So fair warning, when we cook lottos and even when we cook the regular guys, we don't advise nuking. Responsible. So if you're here for nukes, you might be in the wrong place, but we want you to stay. And you're welcome to listen to what we got to say and some of our plays, but responsibly nuking.
But if you do nuke, I have a charity you can donate to. Fund.
There you go. Exactly. 1 unit nuke. That's the kind of nukes we like. The old 1 unit guys.
Hell yeah.
We like the 1 unit guys. All right, Derek, so we got White,
Marcus Smart 3+3s. It's plus money. Go nuke that 1 unit. There you go.
All right, we got Marcus Smart 8+ assists.
We got a sub.
Bang! Let's go.
Shout out to Adam.
Let's go, Adam.
Thanks for the second month, Matt Adam, staying around. We appreciate you.
Let's get it. We appreciate you guys hanging out. All right, Marcus Smart 8+. Where do we go now? 8+ assists.
All right, so Marcus Smart 8+ assists. Do we take like White's 3s at plus money? Is that too low plus money? Do we?
I like either White or Caleb.
I like Caleb.
Caleb Martin. Yeah, Caleb Martin. Either his points or, I mean, you said the 20+, which is now just ingrained in my brain right now. But I think the over 16.5 was a +200 on FanDuel when I was looking earlier.
His 3+3s is +240, all because he missed it 1 game last game. That's some good value too.
I like that.
It's 2 games.
Did he miss it 2 games, or did he only miss it the 1 game?
He only missed it the 1 game. He hit game 1 and game 2.
I don't know what you guys think of that.
I mean, I don't hate it. A high number of his shots come from behind the arc. He took 9 shots last game. 5 of those were 3s. You know, that's exactly what I like. If I see a guy taking like over 50% of his field goal attempts from behind the arc, like 3s is what I'm targeting.
Is there anything else you're chasing, Vern?
What'd you say?
Anything else? What?
Is there any other guy on the Celtics you're chasing? Let's just ignore this guy down there.
Yeah, I'm not even listening to her anymore. Her and G Sandu, I'm all the way out on. I'm out on those 2. But I'm looking at Tatum, man. His assist line is sitting at +5.5 at plus money. He's averaging 9.3 potential assists in this series. I like his double-double, but it's juiced because that's a little bit rebound line sits. I think his rebound line is now 10.5.
Yeah, I saw that. That was one of the thoughts too.
If you want something cheeky, like 7+ assists, I just don't like doing that with Smart 8+ assists. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those two guys that are going to be getting there, and I'm not completely sure. And I do like Stoney's pitch, so it's kind of making me pull back on Tatum. But this team plays better when he's handling the ball. And this Heat team have been trapping him on every single possession because other dudes haven't been hitting shots. Now, last game, we kind of saw that change a little bit. We saw dudes hitting shots again. Derek White, Marcus Smart hit a few threes, you know? And I don't know if I'm correct on this, but from what I watched in that last game, every three that Smart hit came off a Jason Tatum three. You know? It's just like one of those things where it's like that one dude passes. It's like Steve Nash. When he passes you the ball, you just feel like that shit's going through the hoop, right? Like there's some point guards like that. And I think that's the kind of vibe the Celtics were on last game. Tatum, he's first looking for his guys. He only scored, I think, 6 points in the first half, right? And then 26 in the second half, or 5 or 6 points in the first half, 26 in the second half.
Wait. Did you just compare Tatum to Steve Nash real quick?
No. I'm just, no comparison. No comparison. I'm just saying that like sometimes
really snuck it in there.
It's like it's a certain like it's just like a certain energy that kind of comes with it. You know what I mean? Like you're just more inclined to like hit that shot because it comes off a good pass. And Tatum's been doing a good job of finding his dudes in good spots, especially when he's being trapped on offense and he can't do what he normally likes to do, you know. But I also like him to go for 35+.
I was gonna. All right. So just real quick, let me answer this question. Grant Williams 10+. It's like plus 185. Oh, it's plus 200.
Yeah,
now?
I just saw.
It was plus 185 earlier. Okay, that could be cheeky. I like his threes, but the 10+ points looks very. It's. I could see them doing some weird shit and fucking benching him again. They shouldn't, but they might. You never know.
You guys think Bio bounces back?
Who's back?
Bam? You think he has a game?
Man, I don't know.
He only took 7 shots.
From everything that I used to find before, Robert Williams used to give that dude hell. Like Bam would not play well against him, but Robert Williams hasn't been seeing the time that normally we're used to. You know, this season he's been like floating around 22, 23 minutes per game. Bam, like he's gonna need to have a big game, but I think his big game is probably gonna come in Game 6 when they're back in Miami. Kind of pressures on them because the Celtics are winning tonight. Please.
So I think we go one of two directions here.
Is Williams playing?
Yeah.
He's just off the bench last game.
They don't have him on the book for anything though.
That's probably why.
On FanDuel is.
Grant Williams? He's all over FanDuel.
No, I meant Rob Williams.
Rob.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah, they have him on my book on 365.
That's weird that they don't have him because his points have been a good look.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to 10+ for him, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him on FanDuel either.
Yeah.
So weird.
He's on Prize Picks. When we cook the Prize Picks, we can throw. I like the 6.5 for him. I think that's a good look.
Yeah, word.
That's strange.
So I think we do one of two things in the lotto. We either do Tatum 35+, or we get so incredibly greasy and we do Jaylen Brown 30+, or even 26.5 or something like that.
25. His line is 22.5. 25's got to be good value.
Those guys, I have PTSD from both of them, as you both know. So
I don't know, man. I feel like we talked about it earlier, and I mean, I love Tatum. I think he's gonna have a big game for sure. But I could see Brown. I could see Brown doing what we talked about, and
I mean,
bounce back.
Talk about do, right? Like talk about do. If that's a narrative that you like, I don't think there's one dude that is more due for a good game than Jaylen Brown. 4 like stinkers. The first game 1 in Miami, game 1 in Boston, he had 22 points. He shot 48%. It was a good, solid game. The only thing is he didn't get to the free throw line maybe as much as you'd like for a guy like him. But it's in Boston today. You know what I mean? Referees might be wanting to, like, you get him to this point, maybe you try and force a Game 6, right? You're in Boston, the crowd's hostile, all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm ready to chase the JB 25+, honestly.
So am I. But 25+ kind of shit value.
25 is plus 115. If we go 26.5, it's plus 178. 27.5 is plus 220. So 28 points for plus 220.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like it too.
Cool.
I mean, his normal points line all season's been like 26.5, 27.5. Like,
Right.
just have a normal game, brother, and we're chilling.
Yeah, word.
Also, what's up, Steely Dan? At the death every time.
I know every time. Every time.
We love it, brother. We love it. We love it when you join. Whenever you join.
What was the last pick?
okay.
I missed it. Sorry.
Jaylen Brown
over
27.5 points plus 220.
Okay.
He's like, am I really pressing you?
Okay.
Am I really doing it?
What about a Jimmy double-double or an assist line or something like that? You know, we've been seeing him stuff up the stat sheet in every single game. I had his rebounds, I think, and his assists, and I'm pretty sure both cashed last game.
Yeah.
He's just been kind of doing it all, especially because he shot like pretty poorly last game. You know what I mean? I don't think he shoots that poorly again, but the Celtics have obviously adjusted. They've made adjustments. Lineups changes have been made. Even Derek White, who's all NBA, I think, second team defense, right? He's been doing a good job. The reason he's been hitting those 2 block shots, it's like one of those has usually been coming on Jimmy Butler in these games. He's playing good defense.
NZ, what would you do with Jimmy?
What, for the rebounds?
No, just like if you, whatever you take with him.
I was just looking. They like I saw his rebounds earlier, and I think I put it in like a small, like regular guy. But like for the lotto, there's no value. It's like plus 120 for 8 already. We'd have to go to 10. He's only hit 10 once in his last 10 games, so that's why I'm not like sold on that. And the way he shot last game kind of threw me off because he did not shoot well at all. But I do like his steals. I mean, we can take 3+ steals is plus 220, or we go to my boy himself. Let's see what's the line. Plus 210 for 2+ blocks for
Derek White.
Derek White, hairman.
Me and SDJ have already dipped in those.
Plus 210. Just saying.
For the Furby?
It's a weird one.
For the Furby boy?
It's a weird one, but it should pay. He should have 3 straight.
I just want to comment on this.
The hair throws them off and he gets in there. Oh, shout out Steely Dan, man. Good for you, brother.
That's awesome.
Good for you, man.
I have a good friend that is very involved as well, man. So good shit. Shout out to you boys.
It's always acceptable and it's always appropriate.
Admirable.
Admirable,
Indeed.
yeah.
Indeed. And we're glad that you literally get out and tune into us chatting bullshit.
Yeah, for real, man. You're the man. You are.
Thank you. All right. So to be fair, I have the 3+ in an entry of Jimmy steals. I have the 2+ blocks in an entry for Derek White.
Really?
So,
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Stoney's, yeah.
Should we do both of them?
So. Oh my God. Now we're getting cheeky.
I was gonna say we could also make one of these lottos with a couple of guys that are like not, as primed to like we don't take lines at 35+. Like Caleb Martin at 20, Derek White maybe at 4 threes or like something cheeky like that.
Yeah,
like the Rob Williams at 10+ points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grant Williams at 3+ threes.
I'm
a few
down.
lines like that where the role players kind of have to show up rather than just kind of depending on the stars, because Tatum's been like averaging over 30, but I think he's yet to hit 35 in this series, which is super frustrating, Oh,
he's had 34 2 times, brother. Don't worry, I've had it in 2.
And he's shooting, there you go.
Yeah.
And he's shooting super well too, so it just doesn't make any sense. 22 shots, you'd expect him to get a few more free throws. The whistle's been tight. I guess, on both sides in this series. You know what I mean? They're letting him play, which is like pretty on brand for a Heat Celtics series. They're usually very physical, very beat you up and like hit you right in the mouth. That's how the Heat play.
I prefer that for the Celtics though, because otherwise if the whistle is blowing, then Jimmy's going to get 15, 20 free throws and it's just going to be a fucking parade to the line.
Mm-hmm.
It's a parade inside
why don't we make a gross lotto then? Like
I just put together the ones that he just rolled off and it's plus 14,000. I mean, so it's Derek White for 4+ threes, Grant Williams 3+ threes, Caleb Martin 20+ points, and then let's throw let's see, we'll throw.
The only thing I'll say is Grant Williams 10+ points is plus 2 something
200,
and I mean I feel like
it's plus 165.
There
it goes.
They're watching. They be watching.
What was I gonna say?
Do you want to do Jimmy steals then? It's a lot because the last time when we got close, when we were one Bam point short from hitting our lotto.
Yeah, he got the steals hit.
The steals.
Steals hit.
Let's do it.
What was Caleb Martin's threes?
Mhm.
It was the same type of conversation, which totally means Jimmy and JT are going nuts tonight. We're
Does that mean we're gonna put Bam back in there too?
No.
No.
Fuck no.
He's gonna go for.
I'll remember this if Bam gets 25 tonight, boys. I'll fucking.
Oh, trust me, when Bam gets 25 tonight, I'm gonna start sending you guys a screenshot of that game 1 parlay.
Dude, that's so much pain, dude. I can't.
So much pain.
I can't
dude.
even do. Oh god.
Austin.
All right, so
what book is that, Austin? Minus 102 for 10 plus points.
It's Grant's book.
Yeah, I mean that's criminal. Play FanDuel plus 165.
Is that Bookie Dale? Is that Bookie Dale?
It must be. That's a Bookie Dale line for sure.
Austin's in California. That's Bookie Dale. Yep, there you go.
Mush gonna pop in chat saying Bam 20 plus minus 105, guys. Let's ladder that shit.
I mean, Prize Picks Gurus did just say Bam 20 plus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if we do,
shit.
Prize Picks Gurus.
Maybe.
Bro, I didn't realize that was him from Twitter. Or not.
I'm almost positive it is.
So you want to hear
another
Gurus?
PP? Otherwise, it's another PP Gurus, and I don't want to know what kind of PP Gurus that is.
Facts. I changed my name. So for White 4+ threes, Williams 3+ threes, Martin 20+ points, Butler 3+ steals, and then White 2+ blocks, 80,614.
We're double dipping on White. White's having a legacy game.
I don't know.
White leg.
He's gonna return to the Atlanta series.
Yeah.
The only thing I would argue is take out the threes and leave the blocks.
Now the threes had way more value, plus 400. So maybe I leave that.
I think he's only hit 4+ like
He's
once this whole series.
Yeah, he's hit 3 every game actually. He hasn't even hit the 4.
Yeah, he's had 2 blocks 3 straight games. I know that because you told me, and I laughed at you, and then you fucking smacked.
And we laughed at it.
That's how I know.
Why is it?
You know what's going to happen now? He's going to have 5 threes and not a single block, and that's how this is going to go.
All right, so those 4 picks comes to plus 26,254, which isn't bad.
Read it off again.
Grant Williams 3+ threes, Caleb Martin 20+ points, Jimmy Butler 3+ steals, Derek White 2+ blocks.
My only other thing is if we wanted to make this a tiny bit, I don't know, not more sweatable, but Caleb Martin's like top alt line instead of the 20+.
Let's see.
Alt line is like 16.5 or 17.5.
17.5 was like plus.
Are we sleeping on
260.
Kyle Lowry? Is he going to start tonight?
He should.
I think he still comes off the bench, but he might play 30+.
So who's going to start?
Maybe they do just Jimmy at the point.
But I mean, somebody still has to fill like a spot. Is there no value in whoever?
Duncan Robinson.
Yo.
Yeah, that puts a bad fucking taste in your mouth, doesn't it?
Oh, it's gonna put a worse taste in my mouth when he comes out and hits 3 threes in the first quarter.
Oh, dude, you gotta sub up. Sub up, brother. Just sub up and hang out with the kiddos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so then we changed Martin's points to what, 16.5 or 17.5? I thought we were going crazy here. That was why we
So
went
I
with
mean,
20.
if we are gonna go crazy, do we just buy in on Malcolm Brogdon? His line's been sitting at 13.5 the entire 14.5, 13.5 the entire playoff run, and now he's sitting at 15+ for plus 330 is what I'm seeing.
If we're gonna do Brogdon, you got to go crazy and go Caleb 20+. Then I think. What do you guys think?
All right.
Caleb 20, Brogdon 15, Smart 8 assists.
Like, let's just all act like we had brain injuries and let's go.
The Saucy Espresso is all over it right now.
This is awesome.
Yo, I love it.
All right, so if we do Caleb Martin 20+, Brogdon 15+, I like the argument.
Smart.
8
8 plus assists. Then you got Grant Williams 3+ threes, Butler 3+ steals, and Derek White 2+ blocks. 103,038. And now it just told me that something can't be combined. Are you fucking kidding?
I'm fucking watching.
What the hell did they just do to me?
Say what's
Maybe
moving.
I think the blocks. Maybe
Who's going to be limited?
Brogdon? I could see
Yeah,
that.
I think Brogdon.
limited.
He only played 16 minutes last game, too. I was just
Oh,
looking
shit.
at that.
I took him out, and all of a sudden, miraculously, it went back to being allowed.
Oh,
Yeah, he's game time. Yeah.
Which means he either plays and has 20+, or doesn't play and nothing happens.
Wow.
Okay, so just without Brogdon, then what are we looking at?
Without Brogdon, it's 66,203.
What about Max Strus? Like, I feel like that dude is due for some positive regression. And I hate to say it because I don't want him to fucking shoot well. Obviously, all these Heat plays that I'm talking about is very painful. But Strus shot 1 of 5 last game in 36 minutes. You know, no
He's gonna
Gabe
keep
Vincent
shooting.
tonight. He's going to continue to
it.
shoot. He only stopped shooting last game because Gabe Vincent was going crazy. Caleb Martin was going crazy. Like, they were hitting everything they would put up, right? Until
So
that
you're saying,
second
let's
half,
go
and
crazy.
obviously.
No Gabe Vincent tonight, too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll be in the
Do we
rotation
take
a
his
lot more.
points, or do we take his threes?
What's his points?
His points.
Threes?
Probably 4+.
Yeah, I guess threes. But we'd have to take 4
Yeah, and he hasn't hit 4 in like
in a few
a
games.
while.
If he hit 4, Celtics lose.
His 4 is plus 230. Do we take Duncan Robinson for 3?
What's that?
We're going back to Robbo.
I mean, it's never mind. Plus 150. I don't trust him for. Well, last game he had nothing. The game before that he had 5.
And he had
But
3,
it
I think,
was-
the game before that.
It was at home. Yeah, he did. I was trying to find
Also the
somebody.
game they blew. It was also the game they blew him out, and he played the entire fourth quarter, and I think he hit 2 threes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there was that game too. So we got to make sure that, you know, game 3 was absolute dog shit blowout.
I mean,
I
on the
don't even
road,
think a lot of the C's touched the floor in the fourth.
All right, so where are we at right now? We're definitely Caleb Martin 20+. So we're just going to leave it at 20+. Leaving it.
yeah.
Okay. And then Smart 8+ assists.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy 3+ steals. Chilling. Derek White blocks. 2+ blocks. Chilling. Are we going to add a 5th? Or are we going to just leave it?
We have Grant Williams 3+ threes. We were trying to add a 6th.
I think should we just leave it there and we can cook the prize picks?
I'm down.
That's not good.
I think he's on the bottom.
We got one guy in here that just came from his AA meeting, and we got another guy back on Twitter, and he's on the bar. We got all types all around.
Yep, he's back on it. I'm looking at his tweets. I must say.
So those the 5 legs?
I like it.
I like it.
What are the odds in Z?
Plus 60,767. $5 pays $3,000.
Shit already hit the account. Shit, my bankroll just went crazy.
It's a diversified. We got points, assists, threes, steals, and blocks.
And I feel like I love betting on dudes to just, you know, have like a big game. And when 20 points is a big game, you know, 3 threes is a big game or something like that, rather than needing Tatum to hit 6 threes or Jimmy to have 35.
Yep.
You know?
Word, I like the logic, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Especially in the playoffs.
Jesus.
Hey, Jesus, what's up, bro? Welcome back.
Jesus dropped
What
in
up,
on
homie?
Tuesday and dropped a couple of bangers in prize picks. You're here at the
What you
perfect
got
time.
today, Jesus?
Yep.
Yeah, Jesus, give us the prize picks winners because we're about to.
Pushing the button.
I push the button and Z, send me the screenshot, please, so I can lock that in.
Button has been pressed.
What does it say? Send me the screenshot, too.
Will you press? Z, can you press the button for me, please, and thank you.
Yeah. What's happening?
Press yes.
Boys, I got to run, but can I drop a prize picks on you before I go?
Please.
Yes.
Please.
So it's in the MLB on the diamond. I checked Prize Picks, and this number is at 7. Logan Gilbert over 7 Ks. Now his line's at 7.5 for about plus 130 on the books. I took this at 7+ at minus 164 on FanDuel, but I boosted it up to minus 109. I think he gets 7. I think he gets 8. I think he gets 9. I actually have 9 in a lotto with my man SPJ. But he has gotten 7 Ks in 5 of 9 starts this year. He's had 6 3 times as well. He had 6 last start at Oakland. He's at home tonight. At home, he has starts with 7, 8, and 10 strikeouts. Oakland is number 1 in strikeout percentage against right-handed pitchers. I think Gilbert is just going to shut these guys down tonight. He's faced multiple A's batters before and struck them out. There's a guy with 16 at-bats, 5 Ks, 10 at-bats, 4 Ks, 4 at-bats, 2 Ks. He's just going to mow these guys down at 7 on Prize Picks. I absolutely love the push equity, but I think he gets 8, 9, maybe even 10.
Stoney sent me this play earlier, and I looked at it, and I was like, "Yeah, say less. Let's go."
I'm all the way in, Stoney. I'm all the way fucking in.
We have our first leg, Logan Gilbert, and we will. We'll
and my man Jesus likes it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Jesus and Jesus in the same stream.
Look at it. Right.
Now we just need Jeebus.
So you got Lando riding 9 Ks with Smart's double.
Yeah, right. That's what, a plus 600 with a plus 300. That'll pay out.
Chopper gunner. W push equity.
All the good things.
Indeed.
All the good things.
All the good things. All right, Stoney.
All right, I gotta run, dudes. But we will catch you on the flip side.
Cheers.
See you Saturday, brother.
Later.
Take it easy. And then there were 4. And then Scooby had one little. Whoo!
What he was trying to say is the Celtics are winning, but Stoney cut him off.
He always does that. He always cuts off Scooby. Never gets allowed to say what he wants. So NG was so kind to bring up the lotto on the screen, which was great. Bring it up one more time. Grant Williams 3+ threes, Jimmy Butler 3+ steals, Derek White 2+ blocks, Caleb Martin 20+ points, Marcus Smart 8+ assists, greasy and delicious. Plus 16,000 767. Yeah.
Now we can take some of the goats and the Prize Picks without being in complete piss when they don't hit the lotto or the other one. You know what I mean? Kind of cover our bases.
Exactly. So let's start with Logan Gilbert, 7, obviously, for Stoney. Number 2, I think we should go back to the Marchessault Johnston combo.
I hope he makes us some money so we can just keep fucking doing this.
Dude, he was a wagon against the Oilers. Wagon. He crushed them.
I really think that the Knights are going to win it all. I think the Knights are going to win it all, man.
Really?
You think so?
Possible.
Really?
I got it at the start of the Stars series, and I've been low-key kind of just betting on the Stars, or not the Stars, sorry, the Knights, but like stupid small amounts. Because every time I see all my hockey goats, everybody likes the Stars. The Stars are good. They're a good team. You know what I mean? It's hard to fade them 4 games in a row, but I think it needs to be done. And then we watch the Knights win the cup.
I hate the Stars, so fuck the Stars. Second of all, I also hate Jamie Benn. He's my least favorite player, so I'm glad he's suspended.
That shit was crazy. Did you see what he said afterwards?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. I fell with my stick on his face. He literally didn't even fall. He wasn't moving. He was just standing still.
Yeah, it was fucked.
Dude's a bozo. I'm telling you, he's a dirty bozo. I have hated him for a long time, but anyway, such a shit excuse. If you guys didn't watch Stoney's Surf yesterday, Stoney talked about it a little bit. All right, so should we go?
Gonna say Stoney.
Yeah, he's talking to the basement man and listening in chat. So, we're doing your Gilbert K's, brother, to start us out. Let's go. All right, I think we should do the Marchessault Johnston combo platter, the over 5.5.
I think we should maybe. This is gonna sound heat, but Jaylen Brown at 22.5 just seems like an overcorrection, man. It seems like such a big and I'm not a big bet on JB guy. I'm really not, and I have no data to support this. I have no reasoning besides the fact that he's due. So
just
if we want to leave it out,
yeah.
But again, I'm a Celtics fan, right? So, like, obviously take everything I say with a grain of salt. But you know me, SPJ, I don't pitch JB. I've never pitched JB, I think. I don't bet on him a lot because his inconsistency pisses me off.
I haven't heard you say his name with money associated to it in months.
Never. I don't, because when he goes off, usually for like games like 30 points and things like that, we don't usually win. Unless him and Tatum are doing that thing where they both combine for 60, then we win games, you know? But if it's going to be just the JB show, we'll probably lose tonight. But I think he's got to respond, man. Back in Boston, Jimmy's been in his head. They trained together, everything like that. And you can see him. Do you guys see him talking to Anthony Edwards post-game?
No.
You see that clip? He's like sitting there. Anthony Edwards was sitting courtside watching the game, and they're in the tunnel after the game, and they're just like kind of shooting the shit. And I think that's the first time I've seen JB smile since the series started. You know what I mean? They kind of needed that. He was one of the guys that was saying, like, don't let us get one. And yeah, you know what I mean? Obviously, you don't want to let any team get one, but 22 and a half.
Okay, so what's the value on 22 and a half? Is it like
It's 23 now.
Oh, but that means honestly, Prize Picks is sharp.
Prize
what
Picks listens to what we say and tweaks everything up because they're like so in depth in this community. I swear. There's already a guy in here from Prize Picks. He's just his name's, you know, it's supposed to. He's a Prize Picks guru. I know he corrected us.
PP.
I know he corrected it and said on player props.
No, I know. I corrected it as PP, and it doesn't stand for Prize Picks or player props.
Yeah. Do we take this Jokic free square?
I mean, we have to wait for
we gotta wait a week for a payout. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Let's save that.
Yeah.
All right. I could be down to ride JB.
But please, it does not have to go in. This is just a feeling in my balls.
How about Rob?
I'm down to ride it alone.
Rob Will.
I like that.
Over 6.5.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that too. I like the Rob Will.
It's a solid start.
So we've got Logan Gilbert K's. And drop your favorite Prize Picks in chat. Jesus also want to know what your favorite square is because you were searchable the other day. We got
Gilbert for
Rob
7.
Williams. Yep, 7.
Okay.
Shout out Jacob.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he had 7 last game in 20 minutes, so 6.5 is great.
I've never had any other color Kool-Aid. I can tell you that right now. I only drink the green Kool-Aid.
Only the green kind. The lemon lime.
Is that fucking something dirty? What am I missing here?
No, green like Celtics. I'm drinking the Celtics Kool-Aid.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that shit went over my head too, Sukh.
Yeah.
So don't worry. I was like, what the fuck?
We're fucking DJs. We gotta be honest when we're confused.
All right.
So you want to do Marchessault and Johnston. I see that Chelly is on the Eichel Robertson under, which is interesting.
It's so cheeky. I don't know if I can ride with that, man.
Yeah, no, I don't like to do unders.
Honestly,
There's so much.
His whole card was under, actually. His whole card was unders now that I think about it.
If you play unders, you're probably not a degenerate. You're probably just a profitable gambler. Where's the fun in that?
What are you doing with that?
Yeah, I like to fear homelessness.
Sukh has entered the chat, boys and girls.
Slick's gonna bring in viewers with these fucking jokes. I swear to God, we're not gonna need plays eventually.
No, we'll just have Sukh, and it'll be the Sukh show soon enough.
I'm just fucking gushers.
Oh my God.
Yo, if we hit this lotto tonight, I'm sending everybody fucking gushers tonight. Everyone's getting the box and gushers tonight.
Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be on our next shirt.
Oh my God. So Jacob the Carpenter has a play.
Get out of here.
Nico Horner. Is he serious? Are you serious, Stoney, or are you just saying this? Is this a Scooby snack or is this a legit? He looks on Prize Picks and Jacob did some research. Because this is going in. If it's
is Jacob
maybe
a
the
DJ?
guy's on him and he just kind of told him about it. I mean, the guy knocked a home run yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Although he's not on here. He's not on here for Fantasy Store.
He's not?
No.
That's a bummer. Pain.
Yes,
What
he
about
is.
like
I like it.
hits,
He's
runs,
right
and RBIs or something like that?
No, he's on here. My bad.
There he is. Okay. Stoney, we need confirmation if Jacob is being for real or if you're just whistling Dixie in the background.
Whistling.
LOL. What are you, Kanika? What are you laughing at? We need to know what your square. Oh,
Yeah, I
does
should
she know
say,
what-
what's her pick?
What's your favorite pick? What's your favorite play tonight? Who's going crazy? Who's scoring their points? Who's hitting their assists?
She's gonna say
What's
fucking
happening?
Max Strus again.
Hey, man.
Gushers.
He said
He's not. Nice. He said he's not an expert, but he's a DGen. A+ level.
I mean, if
All
he said
right.
he was an expert and not a DGen, I wasn't throwing that shit in there. So
Yeah,
Nope.
true. All right, so Nico's going in.
you know, I think it's gonna be Jimmy or Struce. That's what's coming.
Is it Jimmy?
Struce.
Struce. All right.
Points or threes?
Strauss.
Yeah, points or threes.
I
Do they
like
have
Jimmy's
his
fantasy
threes?
score. I already have it in a.
Oh, they don't have his points. What the hell?
Oh,
How do they not have his points? I mean, it's it.
She's on to something.
So they have him in threes, but he's paired with JB, and it has to be 5 or more.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
I like that score. Like they only
I-
if it's
yeah,
over
I don't know
4.5,
what's wrong with
or
me.
is 5 a push?
No,
Is
they
5
have
a
his
push.
points. They have his points at 12.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I was
keep
about to say.
I can't
That was
find it
pretty
until I
low.
go into the search bar. I'm just don't mind me.
Can
No,
you
they have
please
his
go-
points.
But we're good. We're good. All right, so we got. Yeah,
12.
I know, right? He chuckled. I'm sure he probably chuckled, but then was like, "Wait, what?"
All right, so we got a solid start. We got Rob Will over 6.5 points, Gilbert over 7 strikeouts, Horner over fantasy score, Struce 12 points. We need 2 more.
I know that Jesus. He may not be here anymore, but Jesus did say one of his favorites
Oh.
was he liked the Gilbert play, but he also liked Caleb Martin's first half fantasy score.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, I
That's
was just trying to bring up one more that Sukh was talking about earlier. Al Horford points. It's at 7.5.
10 plus.
You know,
Oh, 7.5.
on Prize Picks, because Prize Picks you
Oh,
can't take the higher lines. But
Okay.
at 7.5, doesn't seem like bad. Even in the game 3 where everyone kind of shot like shit, Al still had 8 points, and in game 1 where he also shot like shit, he still had 7 points or 6 points. Yeah, 7 points.
First half or full game? Full game, right?
Full game, yeah. Full
Nick
game.
is
Also saying she likes Gabe Vincent. Peeps. I'm assuming
He's-
Peeps
She
points.
doesn't even know.
It's because our fantasy season ended, so she doesn't give a fuck about who's hurt or who's not.
She don't care.
She's smart.
so
I mean, we talked about this too with Al Horford. I mean, 7.5, very low for a guy who's
Yeah.
probably going to play 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I did.
What
like,
do you guys
saw
think
you
of
brought
that
it up on the
Martin
screen.
first half?
I'm down. Let's do
Do
it.
it. Jesus is pretty
I like
serious.
it.
Let's go ahead in there.
I thought
I
that
like
was.
it.
I mean, I'd be down for the full game fantasy score, but
Yeah, I know. The first half
First
scares
half-
me because if he doesn't get it, then we're done.
And then you
Yeah,
have
let's do
busy
the whole
second
game.
half.
He's been playing super well in the first half of these games, to be fair. What is the line
right,
for
so-
first half?
Oh, this is points rather, not points. He said fantasy score. My mistake.
I mean, shit.
It's
That's
8.
not
I
Points looks
believe.
nice too.
Oh, 18. No, 12. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying today.
bad.
He said it.
This
and
is
he
first half or
just-
full game?
Oh, this is first half. Full game.
I think it's 23. That's this early.
Where is he? Fantasy score. Fantasy 24, which he
It was
missed
23
by
earlier.
0.7 last game, but he was right at the table.
Let's do
What do you
first half.
think, SBJ? Full or first?
Let's do first half, or we do the points. We could just leave it at the points.
His points 13.5. That's the sweet spot of the number. Same looking last 4 like the first half fantasy.
What do you guys
I
think?
like it.
You guys want to do the points or the fantasy score?
I like the points.
Yeah, I kind of like the points too. These two gentlemen right here are gonna have to step it up with Vincent out. So definitely.
I see you, NZ, putting all these Miami players into this prize picks. I see you. I fucking see you. Don't think I haven't noticed.
Wait, I picked Rob Will. Come on, I found Rob Will.
The lowest line, like, you know,
To get 7
Hey.
points, not exactly like a lot of confidence.
Rob Williams
It's
is gonna
confident
have
it hits,
40.
you know.
He's gonna have 40 tonight, and we're gonna win on the back of Rob Williams.
Legacy game loading. They do have they have White's blocks and steals on here, by the way.
Blocks and steals. Is it 1.5?
Rob Williams blocks and steals.
They took it down. I have it in an entry.
Points though, never mind.
Oh, that's upsetting.
They had. Well, look at the maybe it was because they have the blocks and steals for Derek White because I had it and then they took it down. I guess.
Kyle Lowry being sneaky in there,
and like Vsaaauce said, he's going to probably play significant minutes tonight.
He's going to play more too. I'm not opposed.
What about a Jimmy line, like a Jimmy rebounds or Jimmy assist line?
I mean, his fantasy score is my favorite of Jimmy.
He didn't hit
the game before last, I think, on his fantasy score.
But I mean, it's Jimmy.
What about White for a steal? Singular steal. He's had 1 in 3 out of 4 games against them.
I like that too.
Right? I mean, I just like the low numbers just to get in and get out.
Yeah, word. Couldn't agree more. Do you guys like that one or no?
I mean, yeah, we have the same vibe with the lotto. I don't hate it, NZ. Right, we got a couple of guys in here. We got with all pretty low lines for the most part.
So then we would have, shit. So we got Rob Williams over 6.5 points, Logan Gilbert over 7 strikeouts, Nico Horner 8+ fantasy score, Struce 12+ points, Caleb Martin over 13.5 points, and Derek White for a steal.
That is so cheeky.
He's also had one in 6 of 8 games versus Miami this season.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Am I pushing the button?
I think
push that button.
Push that
button.
button.
Baby.
I'll just pull the screenshot out for it. So,
what do you guys think of this?
I do like it. I think he does it.
I kind of like that.
I'm not huge on Bam as a rebounder. That's my only thing. You know what I mean? He seems
but they
soft.
need him too.
They've needed him all season too. They've needed him for the last 2 years.
I don't know why do you hate this man so much? Is it because he makes JB look like a child?
He does not make anyone look like a child. JT has been averaging 30 on this dude's fucking head top, but it's because I've bet on him so many times and he's lost me stupid amount of money.
Jaded.
I am jaded. I'm super. I mean, if you bet this long, you will be too. So trust me, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
I'm just here for the gushers.
The salt forms very quickly. There it is in all its glory. Let's see if we can hit the 25x.
Robert Williams,
6.5 points. Logan Gilbert, over 7 strikeouts. Nico Horner, over 8 fantasy score. Max Struce, over 12 points. Caleb Martin, over 13.5 points. And Derek White to swipe one time.
We're going to need Swiper to swipe some steals today.
We need big swipingtons.
The big swipingtons. Inzi, can you bring up the lotto ones for the kiddos, and then we'll say sayonara to these fine folks.
Oh, be young. I'm absolutely biased, bro. Very, 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 very biased, and I will openly admit it.
The green Kool-Aid
runs strong.
The green Kool-Aid. Yeah. I don't know the last time I had water. I think it was maybe before playoffs started. Just been green Kool-Aid.
Your poor fucking kidneys.
Water.
I like water.
And also, yes.
You got it. I'm not going to build
another one, though. Absolutely not. No way.
No way. Way too much work.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, guys, it's been an absolutely electric sauce Betspresso. I mean, I can't even tell you guys how awesome it's been. There's the lotto. If you guys are just tuning in, if you're coming in at the death and you want to ride with us, sprinkle it. A little dusting, $5, 25 cents, $1, $2, however you like to dust things. Grant Williams, 3+3s, Jimmy Butler, 3+ steals, Derek White, 2+ blocks, Caleb Martin 20+ points, and Marcus Smart 8+ assists. Plus 60,000.
Oh shit! Just a little casual.
Love it. Sprinkle it. Well, sprinkle. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Boston Media Mafia. No, Boston Media is trash.
Indeed. All right, guys.
I don't know. Sukh and V and I will talk. We don't know. We're probably not going to have an all sauce team tomorrow. I think that this was the honorary all sauce team. This was the Saucy Betspresso. So we may take the day off tomorrow from streaming, but we'll be back on the normal time on Saturday. We're going to be giving away a shirt, so be sure to tune in on Saturday if you guys want to come and check out afternoon Betspresso exclusive tea. And it's been fun hanging out with you guys. This channel is brought to you by Betting News. Go to bettingnews.com. You can hang out with everything we got going on. I write for them. Stone Bets writes for them. These guys are supporters of the program, obviously, and we love them hanging out with us every single week. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Yeah, best of luck. Hope you guys obviously bet responsibly, as always. Sprinkle these lottos with us responsibly. Nuke 1-unit things. Like we talked about, and make sure you drink that green Kool-Aid, baby. Go follow Sukh4 on his Twitter. He is posting more NBA content. I've been noticing, bro. Go follow Vsaaauce at Vsaaauce. Go follow at Walmart Mac Miller, and go follow me at my new account at Sweatpant Jesus, and go follow at Your Betting News. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Go follow Stone Bets as well. He had to leave, but appreciate it as always. Hey, thanks, Kanika. You're not just saying that
joining
on here, are you?
Thanks for hanging out with us.
We really do appreciate it. And we appreciate your knowledge. Hope Max Strus cashes for the kiddos. Yeah.
Before we leave, this is the last thing that I want to do, Alex. Celtics in 7. That's the vibe today. All right.
We shook on it. Remember, if they go 7.
I will be on my most deuce shit that you have ever seen. Trust me. Might even like get my hair curled or some shit. I don't even know. Celtics in 7.
You gonna wear a diaper?
Underneath, you won't see it because I'll be wearing pants over it. So I'll tell you who I am. I would literally do it. There's not much I wouldn't do for a Celtics series win. So I'll just say that.
Celtics in 7, awesome. Baby. All right, guys. We'll see you on Saturday for afternoon Betspresso. In the meantime, for all these gents.
See ya.
See you later. Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy.
Oh, man. We got a whole lot of new money, though. You look like some trouble.